guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Sarah or Fourth Criminal, whichever you prefer, and today we're going to be talking about budget wardrobes. If you're a new Lolita or an outsider looking in, you might think it's kind of pricey, and you'd be right, sometimes Lolita is pricey. Buying new with tags or new without tags baby or angelic pretty does get expensive, but what if I told you that Lolita doesn't have to get expensive? We're going all in on this topic, and at the end I'm going to show you some budget-friendly coordinates. First, before you start doing any shopping, look at what Lolita is at its core. It isn't just frilly dresses, there's rules and guidelines that you need to follow for an outfit to be read as EGL. We will not be going over those in today's videos because there's plenty of content on the rules by other creators. I believe I also made a video mentioning them, so go look at those if you're interested. If I did make a video about it, I will have it linked up here. I also want you to pick a substyle before proceeding, as this will make the process a whole lot easier. Different substyles have different silhouettes, jewelry, makeup, and themes. It's important to know what you're going for before buying your pieces. Now it's time to determine a budget. Make sure you leave room for blouses and socks and accessories. Those are as important as the main piece in my opinion. Don't set your budget too high either. Going into Lolita with a huge budget, buying a bunch of stuff, and then finding out you don't like wearing it or you want to change substyles is a huge hassle. Start small. I started with a one piece and a headband, wore those for a bit, and then got more stuff. And I'm glad that I started slow because if I didn't, I would have a bunch of country stuff in my room that I wouldn't know what to do with. Because if you didn't know, I started out as a country Lolita, and now I'm a sweet Lolita. And that happened relatively early on, but if I had gone all in and bought a bunch of Lolita pieces without thinking about what substyle I want to be in, it would have been a whole hassle because I would have had to sell all those. Be realistic about what you're willing to wear as well. Don't just buy stuff because it's cheap, buy stuff because you like it. Next is budget-friendly options when it comes to the brands of pieces. My favorite brands are Angelic Pretty and Baby the Star Shine Bright, so I'm going to be talking about those for the majority of this. However, you can apply this to literally any other brand. I have a ton of stuff from them. How do I have a ton of stuff from them when I am notoriously a broke Lolita? I know how to find good deals. I absolutely scour secondhand sites multiple times a day. Lace Market, Frill, aka Rakuten, and Mercari Japan. I am on them multiple times a day looking for a bargain. On Lace Market, I scored this Baby the Star Shine Bright piece for $45 total, and this Angelic Pretty jumper skirt for $115 total. That sounds expensive until you realize the skirt was originally $190 and the JSK was $260. Obviously, these were damaged/used, however, you usually won't find good deals with brand new with tags items, unfortunately. It happens, but it's rare. What sites are good for secondhand shopping? I use Frill JP, Mercari JP, Closet Child, Wonderwelt, and the biggest and best of all, Lace Market. Lace Market is a godsend. Please, please, please check it out. It's where the entire community goes to buy and sell their items. There's also trades. There's all kinds of good stuff on there. I really recommend it. Go give it a look. Though there is a downside to using these websites. Scalpers. Scalpers run rampant on these websites. The best way to avoid scalpers is by looking at the law library, spelled here, just in case it's not obvious by me speaking it. That's not trying to be mean, I'm just saying in case it's not obvious how to spell it. Law library pictured up here. Look at the listing and see how much it went for. Also, for most sites, there's a way to see how much previous listings have gone for, so that way you can see if you're getting a genuine deal. Usually, if it's over $400 and listed as very rare, that person is trying to take advantage of you being new. Especially brands like Angelic Pretty, Mama Matier, Baby the Star Shine Bright, Mary Magdalene, and the likes. Those are always susceptible to scalpers just because of how popular they are, so always be on the lookout for scalpers for those and avoid them. Always, always, always look at the previous listings and always look at Law Library, especially when you're new. There's also Taobao, which I can't really speak much on because I've only ordered from a reseller twice. You don't want to know who. But most of my friends have ordered from Taobao and I've gotten good pieces from there. I also have pieces from Taobao that I love, so don't be scared to explore that side of Lolita. Obviously, do your research into the brands that you're going to be buying from if you can, and stay away from those listings that are like $5 for a Hime wedding like style dress. I feel like that goes without saying, but I thought I'd mention it again. Also, don't buy from Temu, AliExpress, or Shein. I understand that there's good shops on AliExpress. However, as a newer Lolita, it's very difficult to distinguish what is a good shop and what is a bad shop, just because of how new you are to the community. What is a scam item and what is not a scam item, just because you're new to the community, as I mentioned before. Building a good quality, well-rounded wardrobe takes a lot of time and resources, usually over the course of years. My wardrobe that I've built, which is not a lot compared to other Lolitas, it took me almost 5 years to build this, almost half a decade. So don't be like weird about it. You can't just snap your fingers and get a great wardrobe. Finding these pieces takes time and effort. It's not like other mainstream fashions in that regard, and honestly, I think it's kind of charming and makes it more special when you find the pieces that you're looking for. Accessories are very important in EGL. Accessories make or break the outfit, as well as completely change the vibe. Bracelets, head bows, and other hair accessories, rings, wrist cuffs, etc. These are so important. Brands usually make all of this stuff, and sometimes you can find it for cheap. However, there is a community on Etsy, Instagram, and other independent sites that make completely custom accessories for way less than brand pieces. Just search with the term EGL or use Lolita Fashion before the item you're looking for, and some good results should pop up for you. Be careful of scammers, of course, and always look at reviews. Here's my favorite shops, listed on here. I don't know where, but they're listed. Then there's also DIYing your own accessories. A lot of my accessories were made by myself or my friends. I think that makes them more special, as well as tailor-made to my coordinates, which I think is really cool. There's plenty of tutorials online for doing most things EGL related, so don't be shy and search them up. It's usually cheaper to make your own things anyways. Lastly, I wanted to show some budget coordinates and their prices. Thank you guys so much for your time. I hope that you liked today's video. I know it's a little bit more newbie centered, but this topic is generally asked by newbies, so I wanted to cover that just as like someone who's new to the fashion. Again, I need to reiterate this. Building a wardrobe takes a lot of time. This doesn't happen overnight. You can't just buy a bunch of stuff on AliExpress and call it a day. That's not how this fashion works. This fashion has roots in DIYing and buying authentic pieces that aren't cheaply made. This is a very long-term fashion compared to fast fashion trends on TikTok and stuff like that. This isn't just a trend that you can get into and get out of super easily. This is something that takes time, dedication, and a lot of love. I really love the wardrobe that I've built. It's perfectly tailored to me. I have all the pieces that I could want, and I'm still collecting. I'm still collecting pieces for my wardrobe. I have a couple things that I'm eyeing right now, and I think that it's important that you just set your sights on the things that you want and hold out for them. That's my best budget advice. My best budget advice is buy, the blouses and the socks and stuff that's going to go with it, of course. But the best budget advice that I can give to you is don't just buy a bunch of little pieces that you may or may not wear. Buy pieces that you know that you will wear and that will last a long time. This Angelic Pretty jumper skirt I got for like $100, and I wear it, I wouldn't say all the time, but I wear it very frequently, and I think that it's going to last me a really long time. Even my jumper skirts that are on their last legs have been kicking for 10, 15 years. This is a very long fashion, and it's hard to, I wouldn't say it's hard to, but it takes a long time for these pieces to degrade. So save your money for the good things. Don't waste it on bad things that are mentioned earlier in the video, and just chill about it. Don't be upset that you're missing deals and stuff. Your time will come. You will find the deals that you want. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. And this is Sarah from Criminal, and have a good day.